Hey everyone, you are at musicwithryan.com, and today I have a very special guest for you. A good friend here and three-time Minnesota State.
Three-time.
Yep, three-time Minnesota State flat picking champion, Clint Birtzer. And Clint picks around here in the Minneapolis area with a few different bands. But what's that main band of yours?
The main band would be the Sawtooth Bluegrass Band.
Yeah, and these guys are awesome. If you haven't seen them, where can we check out that website?
You can check out that website at sawtoothbluegrass.com.
Yeah, and those guys do classic country, traditional bluegrass, and
We're even breaking out of the mold a little bit these days, writing our own stuff, which is kind of progressive bluegrass, I'd call it, something like that.
yeah, and they got great harmonies, great pickers. And like I said, Clint's won the flat picking championship here in Minnesota 3 times. Clint, are you going to go for a 4th?
Well, I would, but Sawtooth actually has a gig this year, so I totally would.
And do you think you ever, because actually Clint has placed higher, or beat, I should say, a former Winfield flat picking champion. You think
Yeah.
you'll ever try the Winfield in your lifetime?
You're probably about the 10th person to ask me that this week, actually. But no, I'll get down there eventually.
Yeah.
It's a long ways. I'm still in school, so takes a while to get there. I'll get there eventually. I'd like to.
For sure. I think you should, because I think you do well, and the guitars are rather nice.
They are, yes. I could go for another guitar right now.
So, yeah, I brought Clint on today because I want to show some of you guys out there. I think Clint really has the classic bluegrass guitar sound and knows how to achieve it, with like the Tony Rice stuff and Sutton. You play like Sutton too?
I try to play
Ryan
like everybody.
Sutton.
Listen to everybody. That's lesson number 1.
Listen to everybody. So anyway, we're gonna play a couple tunes for you guys, and then I'm gonna have him show you a couple licks up close, and I'm gonna break them down there a little bit, and just a little something. Acoustic players, we like to get together, we like to jam and share and talk shop, if you will, and share licks, and so that's what we're gonna do today. What are we gonna play today, you think?
I think a little bit of a Sit on Top of the World, get a little singing in, probably Red Haired Boy. I don't know, you pick another.
And I'll pick another
classic.
one, to be determined.
Yeah.
So, alright, let's go ahead and let's play some tunes.
1, 2, 3. Sitting on top of the She called me up in El Paso. I'm sitting on top of the ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Show me a
show us just a couple of classic bluegrass licks or things that you really, I guess, use a lot or, you know, kind of derive a lot of your licks or solos from?
Sure, absolutely. So basically, whenever I'm going to be soloing, whenever I'm trying to do anything fancy, I'm going to be doing stuff out of the pentatonic scale. But I add in all the blues notes that I can as possible. So with that, it's basically...
Yeah,
those are the notes that I add into that.
Yeah, and for those you don't know, he's the minor pentatonic, with the blue notes, and those blue notes are our flatted 3s and our flatted 5s, if I'm correct.
Yeah, so this would be the pentatonic, the minor pentatonic scale in G. And that's just your basic scale, but then I'm adding in those blue notes. So those are the notes that are added into that scale. And then if you're doing it in second position, which I do end up doing a lot, it would be... So pretty much all of my licks, all of my solos are going to be using some combination of those notes. So I thought I'd just show you, you know, a lick that I would probably play at the end of a solo or something like that, which would be something like in first position, I'll do this. And that's maybe a lick that I'd play at the end of a solo, you know, coming back from the 5 onto the 1 chord, which would be the G. So
Kind of a Tony Rice thing.
very Tony Rice, you know, this. Anything out of that position was Tony. That was what he played. So I'll just play that one more time. And then, yeah, we're gonna slow that down a little bit for you. All right, slow it down. Here we go.
Trill or that little 16th note there and that
at the beginning there.
Right there.
Right. So I throw in those little hammer-ons and pull-offs, you know, whenever I can, because those are the things that are really going to make. I mean, you could play that, you know, super straight, and it doesn't sound as cool. But if you add in those little
ornamentations.
Exactly. I'm trying to spice it up a little bit with a little bit of syncopation, you know. Different emphasis on different pushes in that lick are going to make it sound even more interesting. So I'm doing, you know, I do the hammer-on, so the first note is emphasized, and then I'm going to emphasize this triplet here, and then another emphasis right here. So you kind of, whenever I'm pushing, I'm going to be emphasizing those notes. I'll try to see if I can slow that down just a little bit more, one more time. And then up to speed one more time.
Just like that.
Just like that.
So, and then just lastly, will you show us just kind of maybe the same licks but up in that second position?
Sure. Something a little bit different that I would do. You know, I play a lot of stuff off the neck out of this, as I was saying. Just out of your closed, you know, your G position here. So something I would play would be... That's actually just a really simple lick, you know, just a end of a phrase. So here we go. You're going to slide up into second position here with your first finger. So just one more time, a little bit slower. So that last note I'm playing is just an open third string, your open G string. So one more time. One more time. And then if you wanted to finish it out, you can. I like to kind of play around that, you know, pentatonic scale out of this position. So I would probably do. So that's something I do a lot. Is I end down on this note in second position, and a lot of the times my breaks are ending with just adding those blue notes into the pentatonic scale.
Very cool.
And then adding a G run. That'll make it bluegrass. So that lick one more time. And then you could add.
Cool. So let's go ahead and just get a close up of the right hand one time through those. All right. So show us the right hand in that first position lick.
All right. Here's that first position lick. Time.
Alright. Do the other one maybe?
And then second position here, we're going to slide up. One more time. And then if you wanted to end it.
Alright folks, well thanks for checking out the video today. Clint, thanks for stopping by.
Absolutely, had a great time.
Showing these licks to all the fans out there, the peoples that want to know, that want to learn.
Hope you get something out of it.
Yeah, of course, of course. Well, should we take them home with one more?
Sure.
Let's do the old Wildwood Flower.
Alright.